Hey everyone, John here from the Four Brewers Podcast, and I am back with another beer. Today we're drinking another beer from Pariah Brewing Company out of San Diego, California. This is a beer that they brewed in celebration of their 4th anniversary, and this is called King Haze. This is a variant of their beer LeBron Haze, and it's basically a double IPA that's been amped up with Australian Galaxy hops. It's been double dry hopped with those hops. They didn't get too specific with the hops in here because apparently they were hops that they just didn't want to share their secrets on the hops. I remember hearing Brian, the owner of Pariah, on the Indie Beer Show, and he was like, "Yeah, it's just brewed with Australian Galaxy. We're not going to get much more specific than that." So they sent this to us. This is going on about a month and a half old, which I think in the old world, when hazies were new to the scene, people thought you had to drink them as quickly as possible and have them as fresh as possible. And that's just not the case anymore. Hazies, I think, can hang out just as well as any other IPA as long as it's kept refrigerated and taken care of. So this isn't old at all. I think this is actually in its sweet spot. This is looking very, very light. Like, look how light that is. I don't know if it's coming across on camera. That's just super, super light. Like, it's almost white. Very, very, very hazy. Very opaque. Yeah, it doesn't quite look like silicone. It's not that thick, heavy, kind of yeast slurry looking thing. But it is definitely hazy. And boy, that is yellow. So that's kind of amazing how light it is. That being said, let's give it a smell. Yeah, that's just bursting with all kinds of fruit characters, just like sharp tropical fruit. A little bit of like a candied blueberry nose. A little bit of the malt character coming through as well. Lots of those subtly sweet cake aroma notes, I would say. Nothing over the top, though. Everything seems pretty balanced as far as the malts and the hops go. Yeah, basically the number one descriptor on the nose for this is candy. This smells like hop candy. This is very candy-like. And absolutely love it. It smells amazing. No booze on the nose, nothing off. It's Pariah. They know how to make really good beer. So let's see what it tastes like. Wow. I should also mention this is 8.3% alcohol by volume. That's weird. It's really fluffy, like nice and pillowy. Super, super light on the palate. Alcohol sweetness is definitely coming through on this thing. Not very bitter. Like the bitterness is hardly anything to speak of. But it's a nice balance. And it kind of creeps in as you let it sit. I can start feeling it on the back of my tongue. But again, it's all about balance with Pariah's beers, especially their hazies. And this is no exception. This is delicious. Man, this drinks like a pale ale. This is so freaking good. Like, okay, the more you drink it, you can get that bitter bite. Yeah, that's coming through nicely now. Yeah, it develops over time. That's crazy. It comes off very light and fluffy, sweet. Like the sweetness hits you right up front on like the tip of your tongue kind of thing. But as you let it sit and it kind of blooms in your mouth, kind of opens up, you definitely can pick up on those bitter characteristics. But it's just nice and subtle and just kind of coats your tongue. And then it hangs out for a bit afterwards. Finish is very, very pleasant. I'm not going to say nice and dry, but it's got, a nice balanced, dry enough finish. No residual sweetness to kind of make you, get sticky lips or anything. Just an excellent, excellent beer. This is fantastic. Yeah, really good. Again, you cannot go wrong with buying beers from Pariah. I mean, these guys just knock it out of the park every time. They're still here after a year of dealing with the pandemic and opening and closing and having to deal with selling more beer to go. When I listened to the show that Brian was on, he said that they installed a canning line, which is awesome. Not only for the brewery itself, but They don't have to hire a mobile canner. They can give those jobs to their employees inside the brewery, which is awesome. But yeah, they're still hanging out there. Or they're still hanging in there, I should say, and still making great beer. So again, King Haze from Pariah. I doubt you can still get this. This was on sale on their website for a brief moment in time, and I haven't checked lately, but I'm sure it's far gone. So thank you once again, Pariah, for sending this beer. Congratulations on 4 years. I look forward to many more years of trying your beers, and hopefully maybe by the end of this year, 2022, actually going down to the brewery and trying these in person. So thanks for watching this video. We'll see you next time.